Good afternoon, everyone. We are in here. Well, first off, welcome to Flying with Mike. We are sitting in North Las Vegas Municipal Airport. We are not at the big Vegas airport down by the strip. We're up here in our own little world, getting ready to basically we're going to do two things accomplish here. One, a test flight. It's been since October since I've flown the Citation 10. And we flew it into here from Sacramento, I think it was. However, since October, version 3, version 4 have come out and gone final. And we had some updates in version 4 to this aircraft. Let me pull up Discord here and kind of briefly outline what we had. Hang on. We'll go here. Okay, for the Cessna Citation, they added a couple of functions to the FMS and upgraded the avionics a little. So we'll kind of get a look at that. They did a little more in 3, but I don't want to dig into what they did. So yeah, we'll see what they've done. This is nothing update-wise compared to what they did to their one streamer put it flagship Airbus 300 or 330 300. Boy, they updated that aircraft. What a plane to fly. We'll be flying it again here shortly. But they also took some time to update a couple of others, and this one they did. And I'm going to be glad to tell you, I love this aircraft. Not only in a flight sim standpoint, but I loved when it came into our airport. Just a beautiful airplane. Expensive, fast. It is quote able, not certified to, but able to break the sound barrier. But it's not certified to. So when pilots did it, they lost their wings. So yeah, it's you can kind of see it with those big engines in the back and for the most part, a lightweight airframe. What do you think? Little speed demon, as I call it. Others call it just a Citation 10. You know, hey. So, but again, we are sitting in North Vegas, North Las Vegas airport. It's basically where primarily general aviation goes into. Not to say they don't go into Las Vegas International, but primarily this is where they head. This kind of gets you out of that, what that airport down at, the international can be like. It is, I'm sorry, this flight is going from North Las Vegas to Phoenix. And in particular, we're not going to Phoenix International. Hey, we're general aviation. We're going to Deer Valley Airport in Phoenix. So, oh, I forgot. Hang on. Let me do this or my phone dies. There we go. Again, not a bad thing when you think about it. That cell phone's gone. Darn the luck. Nobody can get a hold of me. Oh, hang on. I'm just catching up here with what's going on in the world. Since I brought Discord up, I always do this. All right, we're all caught up now. Okay. So yeah, today was North Vegas to Deer Valley Airport in Phoenix. It's on the north, kind of north side as you come in. And I've seen a lot of videos of late with Gulfstream, Citation 10s, and other corporate jets in and out of there. So, all right, let's get up in the aircraft and see what we remember. By the way, we do have a checklist. I don't remember if I got this by Googling it or if it's in the documentation. But we are going to just basically, this helps me to try to remember this aircraft. I want to do a couple things. Okay, I was wondering if they were going to add some things. They did not. Thank goodness. Huh. Not certain what I had that's... Oh, I know what I had it set to. I know what the problem is. That's what I had it set for, and the sticks were in the way. All right. Yeah, just kind of reacclimating. All right, takeoff brief. Well, first off, we got to get a flight going. All right, so let's bring Sim Toolkit in here. All right, and let's go to plan a flight. Now, I actually have this set up, so y'all would have seen this in the last one where I can go to SimBrief here, or I can plan it from here. And what it'll do is use SimBrief to put the performance in. Hang on a second. Let's just do the advanced planner. Why don't we? There we go. Okay, we are at KVGT. I'm going to figure out what airplane. That's not what I had. That is probably what I thought of using, but I changed my mind. There we go. That'll work. Okay, so our call sign for today, I planned 1571. Okay, and today is the 23rd. Let's just plan for an hour different than what we have here. That's an hour and a half. If we get up early, great. If we don't, great. Okay, contingency will go 5%, 45, fuel factor, taxi out. Let's go 20, taxi in 10. Not caring about any of the rest, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. All right. So once you have this filled out the way you want it, okay, click Generate Plan. And what it's going to do, like I said, go out to SimBrief as you're seeing. Well, you may not be seeing. I take that back. And it's going to come back. First off, if you have SimBrief Downloader, I recommend it. And it'll put it in the FMC folder of the X-plane. All right, and here's our route. Airplane route, en route time roughly an hour, and there we go. Flight on, and you can see how we're going to come in. Okay. Now, let's take a look at see what they came up with for us. Okay, 2,400 pounds. 4,000 pounds roughly of fuel, and 10 people, 400 pounds of bags to make that up. We're going LAS to Rassler to Rohik, Zane, Kidder, Desert to Arrival. Okay, pretty simple, straightforward stuff. Hang on. I'm going to get to the next step here in just... Oh, I like to see that we're online. And we are indeed. Okay. And 39,000. How far is this run? View flight plan. We're looking at 300. It's a speedy. We'll see if we make it or not. If we don't, no biggie. But we'll see what we can do. All right. So the flight plan is, as you see, weather. This cannot be right. Winds calm in Vegas. What? Mind blown. 63 degrees. Hey, we're getting better. We'll see what Phoenix is in a minute, but it's clear skies, 10-mile visibility. Beautiful day here on the Strip. All right, down in Phoenix. Got a little bit of a wind, 120 at 7, 10-mile clear, and it is 80 degrees. I hope y'all enjoy that, especially up in the Northeast. Whoa, wicked weather going on there. All right, let's get Sim Toolkit out of here and let's see if I remember where to put the keys in to start it. But first, you know, I would be remiss. Laminar, one thing I've noticed with X-Plane, and this could go, you know, in both, but for sure X-Plane. Up today, we're not getting a check ride by Austin. He would be usually in the plane. He's decided not to join us, going, I value my life. I get it. But look at that. I mean, just beautiful interior here. Um, I have to say, that is something that, you know, blows me away. The default aircraft having cabins, something unheard of prior to when I went to X-Plane. And I'm, like I said, I'm not slighting anyone. Could very well have happened in the other side too. So, anyway, this is pretty cool. All right, let's get to work. All right, we got to get that APU on, get this thing, you know, opening the windows up in this plane on a day like this is not a bad idea either. So, remember, it's in the 60s here, so it's not bad. Now, a couple of months later from now, yeah, it'll be up near 90 to 100. Yeah, it'll be sweltering, especially on this tarmac. All right, so what we're going to do are a few housekeeping items here. All right, so we're going to try to read our, let's see if the sunglasses help. I doubt it. A little. All right. So what it's saying here, circuit breakers are in, gear lever down. Fuel boost switches. I know where they are. They're over here. Okay, I lied. Oh, here they are. They are in the off position. Ignition should also be off. Batteries on. 1, 2. Avionics ECAS on. Now over to this side of the aircraft. Nav lights on. Aux on. APU generator on. APU master. And we're going to start it, right? Yeah. There she goes. Okay, bleed air to on. And finally, all right, cockpit on, cabin on. And then back over here, avionics on. Hang on a second. Fixing a couple things that I remember I owe. All right. And radio's tuned. All right, we need to get on VATSIM. Let me check. All right, let's do that. All right, nav, RVR will go. Not a factor today. We're going to put in my streaming comments. Okay, everything else looks good. All right, first step here. Okay, we're going to 67. 03. Hang on, let's set that up. And while I'm at it, let's go ahead, add the CTAF. $25. $700. All right, we're not going to push that up yet. Also going to set our range. Okay. Oop. All right, so that gets the radios set up. Autopilot is disengaged. Fuel. All right, let's go ahead and get the aircraft set up, weight and balance. All right, we said in SimBrief 2,400 pounds. Okay. Fuel 4,000. I'm gonna keep it right where it's at. Just shy of 5,000. Done. Apply. And oxygen fuel flight plan. We'll set it. Warning test, V speeds, and hydraulics in a minute. Okay, so it's asking us to put the flight plan in. If I remember right, this was a little tricky. I gotta remember, I thought I had something on that. Well, I know I can click them and they come. All right. Pause position in it. I hate when I do that. All right, we're looking for VGT, DVT. Click on it. Activate. Okay, we're planning 12 left. Sorry, I'm doing a few things as I catch them. Okay. Twitch folks, you'll be able to see what I'm doing here in a minute. Actually, yeah. All right. Oh, okay. I see what we're doing. All right, that'll work. All right, let me show you what we're doing here. We are going to take off 1-2 left. Now, granted, they're shooting off on the ones at Las Vegas. So they're actually going in this, hang on, you're not seeing my cursor, this general direction. Okay. We're going to come off and we're basically making a tight turn to Rusco, come back around direct at Las Vegas. See how it looks? Do we have to keep speeds down? There's 7. But basically anything will hit this little racetrack and run you to Vegas that way. All right. So let me pull the charts away so you can see it on the nav display. So we're going to take off and do a little button hook down to Vegas. Okay. So the flight plan is now loaded. However, I am going to check it. Risco, LAS, okay. Then Wrestler. Rocheck, Zane, Kidder is going to be next. Small, Desert, Shock, Busted, Yellow, Capacity. And then we'll figure out our runway here. Actually, alternate. Surprised it didn't put it in there. Kilo, Papa, Romeo, Charlie. That's why. Okay. All right, with that loaded, we'll do our warning checks. Okay, and V speeds. Okay, now we do the perform. Whoop. Oh, that's right. All right, there's our takeoff speeds, 115, 117, 130. Sorry it's taking a little longer. Trying to remember this plane is not easy. Climb, cruise, descent. Bear with me here. I actually am doing something. I just need to see the chart. That's what we're gonna do. All right. Okay. Now we've got things in the right way. We were actually slated to go over to left with only 4,100 feet. Probably enough for this little speed demon with flaps 15, but I like having more runway. Just something about that just seems better. Okay, so I think we have all the pre-flight done. Let me see here. Altimeters is the last thing we're going to work on. I didn't want to click that one, and I did it. I tell you, oits fey. All right. Oh, we have a departure? Oh. What did we say? 27. Minimums. Okay, 400. Okay, and there you can see our turn back to Las Vegas. Flight planned. Okay, I think I need to really look at this because I swear. There it is. Do not exceed 204 till established towards. Okay, so we got to kind of ease into it. Okay, I knew there had to be a restriction. Okay. All right, now we're looking right now. Altitude select below 5,000 Rusco. One last thing to set, and that is our nav. $16.9. All right. 313 inbound 140. Okay. Well, we'll do the best we can. Okay, let's get ready to start it. I hope you all enjoyed. I know I probably missed some messages. My apologies. Like I said, I'm trying to relearn it as well. But hey, any questions or comments that I do miss, don't hesitate to miss. Uh, no, I know some things I did not do. All right, we saved it. I meant to do that. let me flip-flop something. There we go. We're not with Sim Air Force, we're with Mac Air. Sorry for that, missed those in the 5-minute switch over. Anyway, we are on the Vegas, North Vegas airport. Kilo Victor Golf Tango. We're headed to Deer Valley Airport. Folks, this is corporate flying. This is not tube line, as some say, although I love that, flying. This is, to them, fun. I enjoy it. I mean, this is a fun plane. I'm sure, you know, hey, we all have our own preferences. So, all right, so let's get going, shall we? Not bad. 40 minutes for an airplane I haven't flown in quite a while. Okay, throttles are in cutoff all the way back. Okay, let's take a look. Our passengers just got on board. This is what they want. Airplane's ready to go. By the way, you can open and close that from inside. If I remember, we'll do it at Deer Valley. Can we get a cup of coffee? They can wait on that. All right, here we go. Okay, doors, windows closed. Seatbelts on. Hang on, I gotta do it. Ground. Okay. Chocks, I don't think we had any, but let's make sure. Nope, we did not. Okay, parking brake is set. Fuel boost switches to on. Environmental packs off. Okay, ignition's off. Okay, left side, ignition on, engine start engaged. They said 10%. hang on. Verify throttles, idle, verified IT. Looks good, all set and stable. Ignition off. And okay, generators. Okay, come over here. Leads on. Okay, APU bleed off. Start switch to stop. Okay, come over here. Transfer valves on. Today's flight, we said again, 39. Okay. And pressure set. Taxi instructions bearing on the FMC. Okay, hang on. Click that. Okay, and flaps 15. All right, North Vegas traffic, NetJets 1571 taxi to 12 right. Boy, that just looks so awesome. North Vegas traffic site or NetJets 1571 departing 12 right, Northtown 5 departure. All right, just to get you caught up, we're at Roscoe, making the turn to go direct Las Vegas and then on to course. And we are using VNav. How about that? Can't remember where it showed we were in climb cruise. Oh, like the Airbus, there was a way to tell, and I can't remember. Oh, here it is. Yeah, it's right here. There's where you tell you're in climb and cruise and all of that. All right, we're on our way. Again, please apologize. I apologize. No, you apologize. No, I apologize for being distant, especially with this plane. I don't fly it a lot, but I enjoy it a lot. It is a fun little plane. I know I could probably enjoy some of the others. The Baron, I could probably get into. Definitely when I fly the Arrow. I love that. I may try Just Flight here soon. But yeah, here we go. General aviation. Many of you wonder, do I fly it? Occasionally. All right, well, we're way on our way out of Vegas, and welcome, like I said, a little speed demon. The longest I've flown it so far is Hawaii back to the States. I think we went to Los Angeles, but maybe Burbank. Anyway, somewhere like that. Lake Mead below. This is the Colorado River, so Hoover Dam is somewhere in here. With this aircraft, we've been through Sedona, we've been through Telluride, and like I said, Hawaii, Scottsdale, down in Phoenix, and we've also gone to the Bahamas with it out of St. Louis. So we've had some fun with it. We just don't do a lot with it, and I kind of need to. But the problem is, I like the 747 so much. With these updates to the A330, whoa, that is one great aircraft. This one is too. By the way, we're already through 28,000 and going for 39. Wrestler, about to make the turn. Oh, the weather radar is already on. Okay. I'm like, a little confused here. Well, we actually have clouds this time, folks. Not many, but we got a few over the high desert here, so. And with that, I will go ahead and pull VATSIM radar off. All right, for the Desert 2 arrival coming in from Kidder, we overfly Scottsdale, but we have no altitude restrictions into Deer Valley. Yeah, and by the way, the IRS system, there is one on this plane, it's just not modeled. Or let me rephrase that. From videos I've seen of this aircraft flying. Boy, get everything working on here, and it's not that hard to fly if you, you know, are used to the systems that are on these planes. Coming at it brand new, oh yeah, it'd be a bear. I'd be definitely using the manual and staying up with it. Like I said, just beautifully done. Kidder coming up. One of these pages does tell you what to say. I just can't remember. 52 miles. There it is. Okay. So yeah, we gotta start already gearing up for the arrival. Huh. How about that, folks? Cruising along here at 39,000, Mach 0.91. We're not speedy. Nope. I'm gonna load 15.6. This is an RNAV approach, so we will not be using any of this up here, or this. So we're loading 15.6. Okay, I feel like we're really hot. Okay, RNAV. Um, all right, we're trying to drop a lot of altitude really quick. Hey, brown over blue, welcome aboard. Yeah, we're dropping 24,000 feet in quite a short distance. But I like the airplane reference there. All right, so we are coming out of the mountains and a lot of altitude still to bleed out. All right. Let's see what we can see. Well, not yet. Scottsdale. We're going to fly pretty much right over it. There's Scottsdale Airport. And I believe that very well seems small. But I think that's Phoenix. Our airport ought to be right there. All right, I am not bad. We got down pretty quick. Would have rather been down around 7 at this point. So I'm going to plan on 179 for just... Well, you know what? I am just going to turn... to 5 and bring it down to 3,000 or 5,000. We'll see. All right, slowing down. Come on down to 5,000. All right, we join at 4,000. How about that? We'll go to 4,000. Okay, I'm sorry again, lot going on. We're close to Phoenix, so I want to make sure we're doing this to where we're not intrusive, and we actually were on the arrival, right on where they were coming in for for 8. Okay, we're out of everybody's problem. 074 here in a minute. May have turned just a smidge early. We did. Got it. At Deer Valley traffic, NetJets 1571 final for 7 right.
One thousand.
Okay. Gear down, 3 green. Flaps full, brakes. I don't think we have auto brakes. So,
500. 400. Minimums.
landing.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Oh, sorry about that, folks. Welcome to Deer Valley, Phoenix. And Deer Valley traffic, NetJets 1571's off at Delta 11 to parking. Oh, excuse me. All right. Let's see where we're going. About right about Delta 8. We'll just, there's a terminal coming up. Delta 10. No, Delta 8's where I want to come off. Okay, APU started bleed air. We'll get it when we turn off. And Okay, cross feeds off. Okay, we're shutting them down. All right, throttles, avionics. All right, generators. Okay, we are shut down. Oh wait, I meant to show that. Oh, here it is. There you have it. I know I got you seasick a little bit there at the end, but hey, we're here. I hope y'all enjoyed it. That was a fun flight. We'll have to do more. Yes, 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 we will. Okay, so let me get rid of that at the top. Gonna head over to first off. Okay, okay, let me come down here. How about 120 feet a minute? We'll take it. I think my customers are going to keep me employed a day or two longer. But yeah, there you have it, the Citation 10 Speed Demon. All right, speaking of which, let's bring in Logitech. Now, I know we were off the center line, so let's see how we did. Oh, a bunny hop, 79 feet to start with, then 50. Oh, man. Really? Oh, that is just too awesome. Gotta love it. All right, well, darn it. All the heck. You know, I was kind of hoping. Usually what we get on Logitech translates out to what we get with the airline. 120 feet a minute is still not bad. All right, the unofficial scorekeeper being Sim Toolkit. 89 feet a minute. Boy. Now you can see what I was talking about. We got way too far south. Probably ATC would have routed us something like that to keep us out of the track and then get us out far enough where we'll be under it or over it. Oh well. All right, let's see what they got us, how the numbers came in. Again, here is that funky departure where you come out, you make that turn, intercept, and then out. Really kind of funky. What we should have, I think what the game plan was we turn at our last fix due east or due west and then come in, or come in off the north and so forth. Then you're nowhere in anyone's path. But oh well. Hey, let's view the details, shall we? Our flight, 215 miles, 1,100 kilograms of cocoa juice. 1.3 G's on that landing, 89 knots, 113. All of it will take. All right. Because it is not a precision runway is why you don't have all the hash marks. All right. There are no precision runways here, so you're not flying an ILS. It's just RNAVs. Sorry about that. Oh, that came up on me out of nowhere. All right, so nearly 7-degree pitch up, a little bit of a wing rock, but you know what? We got her on the ground. 89 feet a minute, 113 knots, 1.3. We'll take it. All right, and I hope you all will take it too. We've had a great day of flying. If you're on Twitch, you were here. If you were here from the beginning, we started on a Sim Air Force flight out of Keesler Air Force Base over to Randolph. We had some laughs with the name. But anyway, we had fun with the C-40 going in there. And then we switched gears over to this flight. NetJets. Now, granted, we're not flying for any virtual airline NetJets. I just know they're one of the biggies with citations. And took off from North Las Vegas Airport. Kind of not necessarily 100% the corporate go-to, but it's away from the hustle bustle of the Vegas Strip and Vegas International. So a lot will sneak in there and then sneak into town under people's radars. There are a couple of airports like that in the Vegas area and other locales. But we got the Citation out of there. Great, interesting departure. Again, meant to keep us away from the traffic flow at the International and Nellis. And we got our way down here to Deer Valley Airport in Phoenix. I want to make sure I said that right. Deer Valley Airport, Phoenix. So fun airport. Seen a lot of videos of corporate aircraft in and out of here. So really cool. And Scottsdale's another big one for corporate jets. So if you're in the Phoenix area, two big areas to find corporate. Of course, Phoenix International, but again, sometimes people want to come in under the cover and out of the limelight, so to speak, and out of the delays possible, and good little airports to come into. Hope you enjoyed. Next up, let's see, will be Friday. Not sure yet what. Stay tuned. We will fly Friday as of right now. And we'll have some fun on that one too. I hope you all join us. And we'll see you then. Oh, our next flight's actually, we're going to hope for it tomorrow night. I forgot about that one. I don't have it up on the Twitch schedule. I'll get it up there here shortly. We're going to plan 23:59 Zulu departure. That is 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 1 minute before. And because if not, it's the next day. And we're going to be in the tollless Airbus for Skybus. Those of you who may or may not have flown with us before know Skybus is a one-year wonder child airline. But we're going to head from Chattanooga Choo Choo up to Columbus. So we'll hope to see you all then. Y'all have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for the prayers and support this last 2 years of unemployment. Well, I think that's a word the unemployment office used. Underemployment. Being that I ended up with part-time work, looking for full-time work. Finally, after 2 years, full-time work has come knocking on my door, and we'll be starting that here soon. Status of the stream, don't know. We'll find out then. All right. So no worries, no need to get ourselves all in a wad when we don't know what the future has in store to start with. So you all have a fantastic rest of your Monday. I'll be back tomorrow night in the Skybus plane. If not, I will put a message out letting you know if I'm just not able or not up to it. It's always possible, so we'll see. So y'all enjoy, God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow.